if you've been getting feedback on your manuscript, like it's a great concept, but something's missing, or it's not even feedback, but it's just a feeling you have that something is missing, then this is when a developmental editor is probably the best next step for you. So when I work with authors as their editor for the developmental editing, it's not about grammar and punctuation and formatting. Developmental editing is really about your character arcs, your consistency, your flow, your structure, your pace, all of that stuff. So developmental editing is a really amazing process that can change a story from a concept with like there's something missing to the real flow and structure of what it's been missing. And so it's one of my favorite ways to work with authors. I absolutely love developmental editing. When it comes to like nonfiction developmental editing, that's talking more about strengthening arguments, not being repetitive, making sure that it's a clear, concise thesis for readers. And then with fiction, it's really about pacing, storytelling, character arcs, motivations. Is that the right thing for the character to say? Would she have tripped on that cone? Anything. If sometimes too, I know that writers, they write in blocks. And so, I've read a lot of manuscripts where some phrases or words are used a lot, and as the author you might not even realize this, and so it's really just thinking about what will a reader think about and how can we strengthen the story and tie all these pieces together. And so if developmental editing is something that you've been thinking about, or if you just feel like there's something missing, that's probably your sign that developmental editing would be the next step for you as a writer. Definitely look at the link in my bio about my developmental editing services. I feel like it goes way beyond just traditional developmental editing because I am a literary agent and I do so much marketing work with authors that it really takes into account not just your story, but how your story is going to be perceived by publishers, by agents, and by readers, and helping with those next steps for marketing and positioning, and why the changes that we're making are going to have such an impact beyond just its internal impact in the manuscript, but when it goes out into the world and starts to reach all of these wonderful people waiting for your story.